Hey, my name's Thea. I'm a journalist student currently studying at University of the Arts London. I just finished my DPS year and am giving you an insight into my journey, what I learnt and how I grew as an individual and creative over the course of the year. My placement provider for this year was Domination magazine. I joined Domination in April 2023 as a content creator. It felt right to ask my bosses, the co-founders of Domination magazine, Sophia Green and Alia Chowdhury, to continue my journey with them over the course of my DPS year. My role as content creator led me into having a better understanding on how to run a social media account, learning how to manage a content schedule and marketing strategies. I came to a deeper understanding on the ways in which journalism exists on social media and where the two rely on each other. I also honed my videography and editing skills, interviewing many people, from celebrities to normal folk. The role of a content creator required me to create content I didn't always resonate with, but this taught me to embrace what was in front of me, as you never know how this could benefit you in the future. I started making Indo-Western fashion content for the magazine in May 2023. When we entered this academic year, brands were reaching out to us to promote their clothing on our account. My job was to do the styling videos. At first, I absolutely loved creating these videos, as I felt that I was healing a part of my South Asian identity through showcasing it on a larger platform than my own. However, as time progressed and the political state of the world became more prevalent to me, I felt that I was not creating content of substance. I had just spent the last year studying social justice journalism. I felt that I wanted to create content that connected people and touched on social issues, not just making cool styling videos. I expressed these feelings to Sophia and Alia, and they kindly encouraged me to use this year to explore whichever endeavours I desired, and they would assist me along the way. This led me to reigniting an idea I pitched to them in May, Music Mondays with Domination magazine.
That's correct.
Hey, it's Renat. This is Music Mondays with Domination magazine. So when I moved over here, I thought I'd fit in really easy. And for the most part, I did. And a big part of it was, coming into my accommodation in uni and being like, I'm going to speak in an American accent because I didn't want these people to stereotype me anymore. I walk in and this American accent came out and I was like going back to my room, call my parents and then going back to my normal accent. At one point I was singing with another friend, and then my friend told me later, one of his friends told him, oh yeah, he can sing really well, but he's got an Indian accent when he sings. So I'd go into my bedroom every day for half an hour and I'd just read a book in this accent. And I've had that a lot in India too, so it's like I understand where he's coming from, but I just took that really personally. I was like, I don't want anyone to ever say that about me or my music. Also because there are not many artists that are doing well globally that sang with an Indian accent, so you do want to change a little bit so you could appeal to a global audience. Just make the music you like and put it out. Don't stress too much about your cultural roots if it's not something that you firmly want to showcase. No one's going to judge you for it. Just do it.
I took the opportunity to venture further into music journalism, which was something I started working towards in my second year. I was proactive and took heed on bringing my segment to the community. The premise of Music Mondays is to increase representation for South Asian musicians, DJs and instrumentalists, providing insight into their creative spaces and processes in hopes to inspire other South Asian creatives looking to break into the industry. The aim is to showcase how our artists are weaving their diasporic identities together through different mediums within music. I was successful in launching Music Mondays with the support of the team, honing my ability to bring a story to the community through healthy collaboration. I faced a few hiccups filming and editing this episode, but I managed to embrace this and maintain an open mind. I thoroughly enjoyed the filming, editing and writing process and felt so proud of my work. I still do. On the evening of our launch party in January 2024, I did a speech on the hate crime we experienced on the cover shoot of The New Generation. This moment with Domination further reminded me why I took the DPS year. exploring the intersectionality of journalism and my culture, and how to navigate the nuances of that within the industry. On a professional level, I've really understood the importance of risk assessments through this situation.
The day of our cover shoot was easily one of the most beautiful moments in my time with Domi. We showed up with this sense of collective pride, embracing our culture, as you can see through all the pictures on the wall. And on that day, each of us took this step to breaking down preconceptions and showing up as our most authentic selves, without feeling embarrassed of who we are. But in a split second, that veil of honor was robbed, and this shroud of fear took precedence when a group of us was shot at with 2 fireworks by a couple of masked guys. And I never would have thought in my life I would have ever experienced a hate crime like that. It just seems a bit far-fetched and out of the blue. And I don't think any of us ever imagined it either, you know. Being on any of our shoots, we didn't think it could be a possibility. But the reality of it is that it did happen. And as much as we would like to believe that our society has cultivated a space for us as brown people, and all people of colour, to exist and embrace ourselves fully, we're harshly reminded that this is not a fairy tale utopia, you know?
During the making of Volume 3, the structure of the team began to fall apart. Me moving home due to financial reasons left me unable to attend in-person events and meetings. Domination stopped communicating via the group chat, and I began to feel like I was failing my DPS year. My creativity was limited to my bedroom due to being unwell for 2 months. I mobilised these feelings and found myself in an internet dive, discovering a love for animation and online spaces that existed outside of social media. New discoveries such as NeoCities inspired me to make use of the space I was in. I started filming my surroundings, experimenting with my editing style, and reimagining how to tell a story, evoking connection through videography.
Moment to moment, listen to your spirit, the quiet, still voice inside. Your one true inner guide. The external, the outside world, the cacophony will try to force your hand. Stand strong. Stand free.
This particular video was about hope. I felt hopeless, and that I had a lack of direction. Creating this was cathartic for me and developed my skills, using a lot of overlay to make one feel something.
The Mata Institute. That's only an energy. That's not a physical body.
This video is part of a larger series of videos I aim to weave together, delving into the traditional Hindu prayer, the meanings behind the practices, and what is used within them. The initiative to tell this story sparked whilst reconnecting with this aspect of my identity at home. I began to think about how there are many misconceptions of Hinduism and our practices within the Western world. I aim to change this narrative.
Another one came out. I don't know, but I had it.
Put it back.
Overall, this DPS year was fundamental in pushing me to explore my creativity. The industry knowledge I've obtained has matured me as a student and adult.